Oh, listeners, have I got a episode for you? If you've already seen the title of this, you will already know what I've got on. But if you haven't seen the title, I'm going to let this person introduce themselves only because I can't pronounce his name. I can get his first name right. I can't get his surname right. But Ramunas, introduce yourself with your full name for me, please.
All right, Ramunas Uikys.
I'm absolutely useless. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it with the accent. Um, I
Okay.
know. I think Wendy told me ages ago how you pronounce it, and she broke it down to me in Wikes
YS.
or YS. Yeah, but
Yeah.
so it's like wikis. So I think I've always got you right on podcast, or if I haven't, I'm going to apologise right here and right now
Yeah.
for getting it wrong. Um, and I've also got Wendy with us as well. So
Good
you
evening.
people on YouTube, Wendy's here with us. She's here to. We've got some breaking news we're going to come to in a bit, but because we've not had Ramunas on the thing, we're going to talk to Ramunas first. So Wendy, do you want to say hi to our listeners?
Good evening.
Good evening. It is evening as well, and it's a beautiful. I don't know about where you are. We're recording this quite late in the evening, but here it's an absolutely beautiful evening. The sun's out. It's quite low in the ground, so we've got really long shadows. What's it like down where you are?
Well, I've just come back from training in the Bluebell Woods, and it is glorious.
Oh, aren't the woods beautiful at this time of year with all the bluebells in and
Fabulous.
things like that? Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. Ramonis, I
Yep.
follow you on social media, on Instagram. You are one of the very few people that I have, as in, not only do I follow, as in I follow them, but I actually watch everything you put on social media because you absolutely blow my mind with some of the things you do. What's this? The latest thing I saw that you were doing the other month was climbing up a wall with pegboards.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. Training my
how
grip,
do Yeah,
doing
how do you
bowling.
think of these things? Where do these ideas come from?
I think is my passion was always into body weight, less or more. So I thought, let's see where I can go with. Not only obstacle course race, but bouldering as well. And then peg wall. So I thought, okay, let's do peg wall. But when it gets too easy, you just start improvising.
So you're doing a bit of bouldering. Are you into climbing then? Was that your passion
It's cool.
before OCR?
It could be.
It's a hobby.
Yeah.
No,
Additional training for a grip.
all right. So have you got like one of these little boards where you got all your fingers on and you have to do chin ups with just your fingers? Have you got one of these in your house?
No, in my house, in my house, I have only the pull-up made by the end of my bed. So it means I every time need to pull up.
Wait a minute. A pull up made at the end of the bed. So every time you get out of bed, you've got to do a
Something like
pull up.
this. Yep.
Oh, I love it. That's taking training to a whole new level. That's
Yeah,
a
man.
different extreme to the rest of us. For you people on YouTube, is actually showing us now. Oh, you've got grips on there as well. You've got
Yeah, the
grips.
towel grip in the nunchucks grip.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
man.
So you do pull-ups with the towel and pull-ups with the
Yes. To yeah. Not only pull-ups, not only bar, but to make more challenging, and then
right.
transitioning from a towel to nunchuck to the bar, up and down, up and down. Not so it depends on on how hard or how easy week I had.
Wow. Crazy. Now, I caught you, and anyone who goes back to our YouTube will catch you at Tartan Warrior. And I put the commentator's curse on you at Tartan Warrior because you came in, it was wet, the weather was really, really bad up there. You
Yeah.
came to the rig and I went, oh, this is Ramonis is going to absolutely smash this. And you were going through the letters, and I think you got to I want to say the I,
I,
and everyone had missed it, but you went for it.
yeah.
Did you just think you could grab hold of it because your hand
Well,
just slipped
I hope
completely
so.
off?
I had a hope that I will, but it was so good because we had an amazing weather for this. It was at
I mean,
a
that's
certain moment.
yeah. Alex said commentators curse. Without a doubt, it was that you
Yeah.
with that. So I'm going to apologise for that. You are someone that we I would never expect you to fail any type of rig, because I just, like I say, I follow you on Instagram and
Yeah.
Facebook, and I see what you're quite easily capable of. What made you come into OCR?
Well, I was always active. I done my service in Lithuania for a year as a soldier, so I always was looking for some challenging activities, more into climbing than running itself. But OCR was combination of running, climbing, and all other elements like weights and etc. So I thought this is one of the most challenging sports because it includes all the physical aspects of your training. Many of them has like either running, either weights, but this is like everything. You need whole body need to be trained as well plus mind because it's a weather element. How well you're gonna do against weather. So that's the harder it becomes the race, the better I feel in it.
Wow. Did you do OCR back in Lithuania before they came to the UK?
No, it was in UK 2017 at Nuclear was the first race.
Wow. Competitively or for fun?
It was a fun run because I didn't know what it is.
Yeah.
And after first run, I thought, that's too easy. That's very easy. It's very fun.
I like that. That's way too easy.
It was
I'm
just
guessing
easy,
you didn't
yeah.
fail any obstacle. There's no obstacle you failed that day.
Yeah, that I didn't fail there, where I will say like basic obstacles. So I thought, what is more on it if I'm doing the fun run? What is next? So I had to join more serious, more challenging races.
Yeah, yeah. I like that. I like the whole idea that you got into it for the fun side of it and things like that. Quickly, but move back to Lithuania. Is it you went into the service? You said you were in the force and that. Was that compulsory for you for Lithuania, or was it
In one
optional?
year compulsory, yeah. And I done really good because I was always active. So I was already, in the soldiers in the top whatever the percentage is who was always running, always pull-ups, always ready for action.
Wow.
Discipline.
Yeah, well, it is without a doubt. It's discipline. And did you choose not to stay? Well, you don't have to tell me this, but I'm guessing you chose not to stop in there, and you left there
I
to
did
do something
apply.
else. Or
I
yeah,
did apply, but they called me 6 years later. 6 years later, I was not in Lithuania. I thought, nah, thank you very much. I
oh,
have
that's
more things.
yeah, that's a bit strange that, because
It
in
was
them
strange,
six
yeah.
years you leave, you build a life, don't you? You build a
Yeah,
life.
absolutely, absolutely. If they've been called me in a half a year, let's say, or in a year, I would join and be full-time soldier. At the same time, I applied in UK, Ipswich, but they said that is uh, not allowed because it's not Commonwealth country.
Okay.
So they say, really sorry, we would like to get you on a board, but because it's not this area.
They were frightened you as a spy. That's what they're secretly frightened. I reckon you would
Yeah.
actually make a good spy. The new James Bond, with how fit
Um,
you are and everything else, you could be the. This is it. BBC, ITV, listen up. We found you the new James Bond. Stand aside. I don't know who it is now. Daniel Craig, was it? I don't know.
yeah,
Wendy,
Craig,
who's
yeah,
James
yeah,
Bond?
yeah.
Do you know who James Bond is at the moment?
Who's new James Bond?
Um, Daniel Craig is the last one I know.
Same here. Daniel Craig, step aside. We've got a new James Bond, Ramunas
I
Uikys,
see.
new
Yeah,
James Bond. We've got you sorted there. We've got a job for you. We've got the ultimate job for you.
yeah,
I like that. New James Bond. Um, this year, member of the Playground OCR team.
yeah.
Um,
Playground, correct.
that's now over in Ipswich, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ipswich, and then some ways when the next the other one.
So there's one in Cambridge and one being built in Norwich.
Oh wow! So we've
And
got
there was
there's going to be two,
three. So
three.
Ipswich, Cambridge is, I'm not quite sure how many years. We've been there a few years ago. So Cambridge has been around a few years. And Nick set the business up about 10 years ago with a site in Bury St Edmunds, which is no longer there. So it's now Cambridge, Ipswich, and very shortly Norwich.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. And each one, I'm going to assume, is slightly different than the other
Yeah.
one, or
Yes, they
does
are.
it? Yeah, cool. So you're
Yes.
not aiming to replicate he's aiming to similarize, but make
So
them
they're
different.
similar. They all have the same idea. So they're very much aimed at people beginning to start OCR. The race team is new, so the race team started in January. But the venues do a lot of birthday parties, stag parties, those sorts of events, pay and play, and races is a fairly new. No, that's just beginning. We had our first 3K race 2 or 3 weeks ago, and that was really good fun. Nick organised that.
I saw that on social media. I'd not seen a lot of advertisements leading up to it, so it was
No,
one of the races that ran under the radar for us. But then we saw the results.
so it was a test race to experience it, to see how it worked out. So it was primarily aimed at local people. I think it was more publicised locally, so it was the people that obviously the race team. So it wasn't too big a group, but I think that's a good way to start with a small group and then build up from there. And hopefully next year we will have a much bigger event, I'm hoping.
Me too. Me too. We
Mm.
need OCRs to come to move back into the UK, and some of the smaller events are missing out. And I spoke about this on last week's Swift Half when I said that there's a lot of really small events that are no longer with us now, and
Yes.
it'd be great if these came back. And
Mm.
and we've got a lot of OCR training facilities,
Mm.
not just playground. There's a lot of them out there, and it is good to see that some of them do put the races on. It would be great if we saw them put on slightly longer races, in my
Mhm.
opinion, 3K, 5K races. But I do understand it's a much bigger challenge. And we saw this down at what was the race that you won last year down at
Oh,
body
oh yes.
body hub.
The Body Hub, yes.
The bodyhood Ramunas, you actually had one of the best races ever down there.
Yeah, it was a good race. That was a good race.
Yeah, yeah. I think was it with Russell who came
Hmm.
second. You and Russell were neck and neck, and
Yeah,
you you came. And I've got to admit that is probably the best I've ever seen you run at that point. Everyone knows you're absolutely a demon on the obstacles, but
yeah,
you had the run of your life. You came in there neck and
yeah.
neck
I had to
with.
chase them. I had to chase them. I was like
Yeah.
seven, and then one at a time, one at a time, one at a time, through the many, many, many obstacles.
Yeah. Wow. When you was, when you're on that type of race, and I'm trying to get into your race brain here, Rulers, when you're in that type of race, and if I remember rightly, I think you came in fourth place to them obstacles, and then we had about 20 obstacles. You're in fourth place. You're good at obstacles. I think without a doubt, a lot of people will say that you're arguably probably the best obstacle achiever, completer, whatever you want to call it, when it comes to actual physical obstacles. You are probably one of the best, if not the best.
Complexion
Yeah,
rate, yeah.
yeah, that's out there. Do you have the mentality of I can catch these that are in front of me, or is it just a case of I'll catch one at a time and keep on moving, or do you have the belief I've got this?
In most races, I'm kind of calm personality. I know I have time, let's say, and if I see that they are not that far, it means I can catch them up. But if the distance of running itself, and for good runner, it's enough time to run away even with obstacle. But if that's more dense, like nuts as well can be, or rumble fitness, and then body hub, and when it's obstacle after obstacle after obstacle, in most cases, I see that I can do a bit faster than average.
Yeah, I mean you're so much faster. I mean, I've seen people jump on rings with 2 rings to go, and you jump on the start with 10 rings to go, and you're clicking the bells at the same time. You're much faster on the obstacles. Is it technique or is it strength? Because you've got a
I
lot of
would say
strength.
endurance, a strong endurance. I can keep going, keep going, keep going, and keep going. It's just endurance, pure endurance.
Cool. I like it. Thoughts and process there for people. Work on endurance. Best tip for working on that endurance.
Well, as you know, I do many, many pull-ups, and then
Oh,
many, many options. Yeah, yeah. Pull-ups is my main training For some
Right,
people, every day 5K. For me, pull-ups.
right. Do you run every day?
No, I do cycling every day. That's why I don't have often time to fit in more running. But my cycling is 6 kilometers in the morning to work, 6 kilometers back. So 12 kilometers, 4 or 5 times per week.
Right. Okay.
And then every
That's
running is a bonus. That's why I do Wednesdays evening and weekends park running or racing.
yeah, yeah. Cool. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So you're going to be a race director. The word on the street is that you are the latest race director coming into the OCR scene.
Yeah.
Tell me more. I'm interested. Tell me more.
So 400 meters, yeah. And that gonna be 2 rounds, 2 runs for everyone to set the times.
Yeah.
And then the final gonna be top four of each category, whatever the category is gonna be like females and males, and then we're gonna see how many juniors, how many adults. And then I think the main idea is the first 2 runs do as basic obstacles just to see how fast you are on like balls and monkey bars and through the tires. Literally, this time opposite way. Let's see how people can handle the speed over basic obstacles. It means more
Well,
people can achieve the good performance.
wow. So this is going to happen. I'm going to assume this is going to happen at the playground,
Yes, Ipswich Playground.
Ipswich Playground, on the 22nd of August.
That's the plan.
Oh, wow. Have we got any? I haven't even checked the calendar. I don't even know what races we've got on that month at all, but I'm going to assume there's probably only Tough Mudder comes in August because it's the summer holidays. So I'm going to assume that you're looking for adults and children. There's going to be children racing there.
Yeah. Ideally, I think it would be like 4 categories: males, females, and then 2 age categories. I believe like 14 plus and younger and older, because the obstacles gonna be basic, so most of them can make it.
I like that. I like that thought process. So 400 meters, how many obstacles in 400 meters are you looking at?
I'm gonna do a test runs with my team,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna decide what how it works, because it can be 10 obstacles, can be 15, because I can make an option. There are many obstacles in one place, and let's see after a few test runs, we're gonna see what's the best way to do: less obstacles, more spread with running, or less running, more obstacles.
Okay. I like the second option better. That's my honest opinion. I like to see it be closer races. Just my
Yeah,
opinion. You're the race director. You do whatever you want. I'm just giving my
yeah. But
opinion.
I'm gonna make let's say a test, and then with the team we decide what the format is the best.
Yeah. I like that idea that you're going to test run it and
Yes.
say, hey, look, here's a few tests. What do we
Yeah.
think as a team? Because and I'm like this when we put our race on, that a lot of it's my ideas,
Yeah.
but it might not work. So it's great to
Yeah.
have input from other people and say, hey, what about this? This works, that
Yeah.
works. And then
Yeah.
going away and coming back with an end result that is the best that you possibly can
Yeah.
present.
Correct.
Cool, cool. So as you mentioned there, 2 test runs. The test runs, 2 or 3 people run at a time, little
Two
mini races,
people,
or
2 people, and it doesn't mean it's gonna be head to head. I mean, but it gonna be 2 people per run, but
right?
they can be different abilities, different skills, different speed. But just top 4 times of each category will go to the final.
So they've got to be running fast to get the qualifying time and that
Yes. They
to
will have
think.
two
Cool.
attempts,
Yeah.
and
May
then
I jump in there?
huh?
Yeah. Wendy?
I think what we discussed previously was the first run would be to set a qualifying time, and the second run would be a head-to-head to the person nearest to you in time. I think that's what we discussed
Yeah.
previously. And then so everyone would get the experience of running closely with somebody near to them in time. And then the top four from the time from either run would be then put towards deciding the fastest run for the finals.
Oh, I like that idea. So your
Yeah.
first one's like a bit of a
Yeah,
pre-qualifier.
it's a lottery. You could be absolutely anybody. It could no, there would be no seeding involved in the first run. And it's very much aimed that it, particularly for the people who are new to OCR, that they have the chance to experience success, obstacles that they can do, and to be one of the top four, you've got to be really fast over them, but that everybody will be able to do the obstacles, or pretty much do the obstacles. So it's very much aimed at success for everybody. It's aiming to be very inclusive.
Yeah, I like that. I like the whole idea though of having the here's your timed run with the weather. Yeah, you know, you're running against yourself basically. You
Yes.
might have someone of similar quality, but you might not. You might have someone who's much faster than you or much slower, but you're just going to go and put a time down. And then whatever that time is, your next race, you know, your next run over that course is going to be against someone who's got a similar time to you.
Yeah.
So you're gonna feel that race excitement,
Yes.
that adrenaline rush, that like, oh, I'm racing against someone, you know, they might have beaten me by 2 seconds and I've got my chance to like pip them. But then whatever time you get, whether your first run was faster or your second run was faster, that is what's going to put you, that time is what's going to put you to the final. So you could have a really rubbish run to start with. You know, you might mess up a few obstacles. Second run, absolutely perfect, nail it. You jump up 10, 12 paces, could even get you into a qualifier. I love that idea. Wow.
And then, Ramunas, do you want to say what's happening in the finals?
Yeah, for the final run, then we would add some technical obstacles, not too technical, but technical obstacles. And then without any warm up or try, they would go head to head.
Oh, wow. So like a small rig.
Yeah, like attachments, like firefighters.
Yeah.
In some of obstacles, we would change a third semi-final and final would be a different than the first two runs.
So will the semis and the final be the same obstacles? Or are you even going to swap it up for
No,
the finals?
semi and the final would be the same.
Okay, all right. Oh,
Yeah.
And they're not going to get to test these. These are going to be straight up. You know, you can look at them.
And they would
you
see
know,
what is up to because they would see what's happening, and then they would be ready for a little changes.
Wow, that's going to benefit someone who comes a little bit from a bouldering climbing background, where they look at something and they think in the head, this is how I'm going to attack it. This is how I'm going to manage to get from A to B. And that I love that idea. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. So 4 races, or potentially 4 for people, 2 pre-runs, semi-final and final, and that over men, women. So 8 podiums in total.
Yeah.
Or 8 podiums, or will that be?
Would be.
I think that might be something that will be decided when we see the entry
numbers.
list.
Okay, cool. That's cool. I get that. That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. Is this going to be in the British Obstacle Sport series for this year, the sprint
Not this
series?
year.
Or
Not this year.
Not this year, fantastic. But is that the aim? Is that the aim to get into the?
We would test.
Yeah.
Then the main goal would be to do next year and 400 meter and maybe 3 kilometer in UK series.
Wow, I'm loving that. I'm loving that. You could be the next James Parrish of OCR.
Who knows about the future plans, but let's start with the little steps.
I think this is very multi-talented because Ramunas is also our team coach, so he has quite a few hats on his head.
Wow. Let's quickly talk about the playground team. Yeah, who's in it? Give us a rundown. Who's in it? We know Wendy's in there. We know
Wendy has all the names in her head.
It's a very small team. We've just started. So Ramunas is our lead coach. I am assistant coach and the team manager. We have Karen Gardner, who's going to come and give me some serious competition in my age group. I am very happy with that. We have Barry. Oh, I'm terrible on surnames. Well, we'll go with Barry. And he's just turned 50. He's a Spartan racer who's now joining us with some OCRs. Same for Sean Brooke Gallop, who is similar age, coming from Spartan, and He's racing the British Champs this weekend. And also we have Hayden, who has been with the team, one of the longest people, is also, he works at the playground, and really looking forward to his race at Mud Monsters shortly. We have some new girls, which is really exciting. We have 3 teenage girls. We have Eva, Bella and Bay, who have come from very different backgrounds, football, dance and climbing, and they're just beginning their journey into OCR. We have Kelly, who's coming from ultra running. We have Charlotte, who's just joined us, so a young athlete who's just beginning at the first journey into OCR. We have Mark Wheelhouse, who is an endurance racer.
Yeah.
We have Emma Jeffrey as our supporter.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. I've run with Mark. I've run alongside Mark. Me and him carried a very large rucksack around some army training centre up in Catterick's, and we had a good time doing that. Mark got a lot of ability. Mark, I can see him moving forward into the long distance scene and making big moves there. So great team. I love the diversity of
yes.
We're
very
male,
we go from very
females.
young to quite old. Yeah.
I didn't say that. I wasn't going to say that, Wendy, because you are only as young as the OCR that's inside of you, the OCR athlete that's inside.
I am no longer in my team. I am no longer the oldest person. Karen is wow. Very good at obstacles, a nice runner, and several years older than me. She is amazing.
So she's going to be challenging for
some absolutely. Podiums. Absolutely. I mean, no, she's not going to be challenging. She is going to be annihilating. Yeah, she is amazing.
I like that. I love that. I love that. What's so this is, we recorded this before the British Champs, yeah, but it's coming out after the British Champs. So good luck this weekend for the British Champs to both of you.
Thank you.
I know you'll be running down there in your playground tops. I'm loving the red. I'm loving the red, by the way.
Visible, isn't it?
Very visible. I think Tiger Woods turned around and said that red is the luckiest colour in the Asian. I don't know.
Can you see? I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, what the playground race team.
Yeah.
So if you're on YouTube, you can see there Wendy turned around there on the back. It says the playground race team. I was just saying Tiger Woods, in I think it's the Asian culture that red is the luckiest colour.
Red is a big colour in Asia.
Yeah, and he always plays very final round in red because he felt it was the luckiest and the most appropriate colour. Yeah. So hopefully, guys, it's going to bring good luck to you too, and everything else. Tickets on sale now for the race, I assume.
And it's £25 plus the fees, whatever it is. So it's a very reasonably priced ticket. And the time will be 11 o'clock in the morning, which is deliberate because we know some people have to drive a fair distance. And by having it at 11 o'clock in the morning, hopefully they won't need the cost of an overnight stay.
I like that. I like that all day. £25 sounds like an absolute bargain as well. So big shout out to you guys for keeping the costs down. It's brilliant. Like, you can't get any race for £25 and that now. How to sign up? Is it on the playground website?
It is. If you go onto the playground website, and it is probably scroll right down to the bottom of, so it's bookings and then scroll down to the bottom. I think it will be somewhere down there.
Fantastic. We'll put the link in the notes for the playground website. Ramunas, Wendy, thank you for joining me on today's podcast.
Thank you very much for having us.
And good luck this weekend again.
Thank you.
Thank you.